Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Project 52. Man, we're nearing the end of November, and I wish you guys all a happy Thanksgiving, which is coming up this week. We got my buddy Doug Folkins back in the house.
All right, back at P52.
Yeah, he's my favorite Canadian.
Yeah, right.
Did you bring me a toque?
I left it on the toboggan. I left the toque on the toboggan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What was that? The Great White North.
Great White North, Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Yeah, man.
Take off, eh?
Yeah. Those guys were funny as hell back in the day. But, man, me and Doug have written a lot of songs in the last few years, and he's always one of these writers that keeps me on track. I say this every time, but it's the truth. You're here in town for a week?
Yeah, down doing some more writing. And I played a round last night in downtown.
Oh, did you? Where was that?
Alley Taps.
Oh, yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah. Is AJ back?
Yeah, she's down there. She hosts it, and I got to be on the round with her, and yeah, it's good.
Oh, she changed it from Sundays to Tuesdays.
Yeah, it's a good night.
Yeah, that's a better night.
Yeah.
Sundays for me are like ass on the couch, thinking about the next week. So. Yeah. But, hey, we're going to talk to you because you've had a banner year this year. Like, man, lots of things are going on. You can tell us about it after we finish the song.
Sure, I'm just keeping up with you.
You keep, more like you. I'm like, you keep inspiring me. I go, like, dang, Doug keeps working. I got to keep working. But we wrote a fun song. This is kind of like more of a radio groove thing, you know. That was a title you had that night we wrote on Skype.
I mean, sometimes we're writing for someone in particular, and then when we don't really have someone in particular to write for, we just try to write something happy and fun and down the middle, and
something just feels good.
It feels good, and then that's attractive to a lot up artists that want to cut songs. They like that kind of material. So
and up tempo,
up tempo, positive. That's what you want
for up tempo, yeah.
So we can talk about songwriting a little bit later, but let's do it.
Let's do that. All right, everybody. This one's called "How Good." Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sitting on the edge of a king-size bed, sipping on whiskey while I watch you dress, sliding on those high heels, giving me love chills. Wondering what you're thinking when you look in that mirror. Do you see the beauty that I see from here? Touching up your makeup, girl, you got it right stuff. Whoa, how good does it feel right now? No, it couldn't get any better. You and me together. Whoa, how good do you look right now? Getting all red carpet ready, so bright and not pretty. Oh, God made you show everyone how good gets done. How good gets done. Got that old boombox playing our song, putting up your hair, turning me on, lipstick on your wine glass, shooting me that glance, saying, oh, we got time for a little bedroom slow dance, saying, how good does it feel right now? No, it couldn't get any better, you and me together. Whoa, how good do you look right now? Getting all red carpet ready, so Friday night pretty. Oh, God made you show everyone how good gets done. How good gets done. It's wonderful, sweet and kind. I'm so thankful that you're mine. Whoa, how good does it feel right now? No, it couldn't get any better. You and me together. Whoa, how good do you look right now? Getting all red carpet ready, it's bright and not pretty. Oh, God made you show everyone. Yeah, God made you to show everyone how good gets done. How good gets done. How good gets done. Good gets done.
right.
That's how good gets done. Yeah.
That was fun.
Doug Folkins in the house. So, man, what have you been up to?
Well,
some really cool things up there.
Yeah,
in
man,
Canada.
it's been a really good year. It takes a long time of work and years of work to have a really good year, but
yeah.
I mean, nothing earth shattering, but you know, you and I we wrote a song with Casey Tammer that I put out to the radio in January. I think we talked about that previously when we did Wait on the Weekend.
Yeah.
And so that was my first song to radio, and we actually cracked the top 100. We made it to number 94 up there, but they played it on Sirius XM for about 6 months.
That's cool.
So it was really good. When I was down here last time,
that was a way different, like a kind of a grungy country version of it.
Exactly, and you know, sometimes you gotta. I really trust the producer I work with.
Yeah.
And it, you know, it was a little bit outside the element, but radio up there really liked it.
That was Anthony Fiedler.
Yeah, Anthony Fiedler. Yeah. Really good
Amazing
producer.
Yeah.
So he did my album, and you know, we're gonna do another one next year. It was 2018 we put that one out. So 2020.
So you've lined up the next 6 songs?
I think so. Still making the final decisions on which ones will be on there.
And are you gonna go to radio with that stuff too?
Yeah. So
why not? Right?
For sure. I mean, I'm not out there touring, but I'm playing shows locally and doing rounds. I got to play at the Canadian Country Music Awards this year.
Yeah.
In a songwriter round. And
who with?
Well, I mean, there was lots of good acts. I was up there
One of
with
my musical crushes, by the way.
your musical crush. I was up with the Reclaws, which are a big deal in Canada, and a band called Nice Horse.
Yeah.
4 of the best ladies ever. And then Lindsay L was sitting right beside me on my right.
Yeah.
And
she was riffing on your song.
Yeah, it was so...
It's really cool.
It was really cute because we're in the green room behind, and I'm talking with the girls from Nice Horse, and you just got to know them, and Lindsay came in with her people, and obviously they'd met before, so they're hugging and stuff, and Lindsay sees me sitting there, and she says, comes right over, oh, I'm so rude, I didn't come over and say hi, and I said, that's okay, and she goes, oh, and she said, what's your name? I told her my name. She says, oh, I've heard about you, and I said,
really?
I said, no, you haven't. She goes, no, really, I've heard about you. So I said, well, thank you for making me feel good.
That's pretty cool.
And then we're taking the elevator up to the stage, and I said, you know, if you want to play lead on any of my songs, please jump in. She's like, oh, can I? I said, yes, obviously.
Yeah.
So she was just playing on all my stuff, and that was pretty
that's
cool.
pretty cool. I mean, Doug's getting these seats at the CCMAs because he's been really prolific writer up there, and a lot of artists reaching out to you to write.
Yeah, I write with a lot of up and comers, and working with their teams or producers, and we pitch our songs. We've got a bunch of our stuff cut in Canada as well. So write with them, and then they're looking for other strong.
I am so grateful for your legwork and your I mean, I don't know how you do it. I pitch down here, I have a plugger down here. It's like,
it's a different market. I mean, our population's 10% of the USA, so it's a small group, and the people doing country music is small too. So you get to know everybody. For me, it's going to Country Music Week, meeting who's up and coming.
You're being modest because I know it's small and it's a different market, but you're rising above in that market yourself. So it's obviously. Let me ask you this. I haven't asked you what. I don't think I've ever asked you this in person. How much money you got? No. No. What got you into songwriting per se? I know that you've been played in bar bands like I did and that kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I started doing music. I recorded my first album in 1999, and I did 6 albums of kind of folk and rock stuff. Really
that you wrote?
That I wrote, original stuff.
Okay, so you've been at it a while.
And I went to it was actually a Songwriters Association of Canada meeting, and it talked about setting your goals and really trying to understand. This speaker really kind of got to me, and I went back and I went through the exercise, and what kept coming up at the top of my list was that I wanted to have one of my songs sung by someone else and recorded by someone else. So part of it is set your goals, and you have to come up with a strategy of how to achieve those goals. So when you look around for where are songs being written and recorded, it's either pop or country, and the folk music background that I had, Celtic and that kind of stuff, that did not lend itself to pop music, but there was some overlap with country.
The background allows you. I mean, you learn song arrangements, and they all have verses and choruses, and they're structured.
It's musical, but when you start dealing with country, especially country, the lyric is
king, yeah.
The lyric is king, and the writers are so good, so the bar is so high, and that really inspired me. I said, wow, if I'm going to get on an album, I have to be a lot better than I am right now.
Yeah.
So, I really started studying and taking courses and online courses and reading and soaking up where I could and writing with anybody who would write with me. And shortly after that, I was able to convince this guy, Larry Wayne Clark, that I had some merit.
Yeah.
And he became my mentor. And, he was a Nashville pro writer. He had some big cuts down here. And,
I know I've heard the name.
Big cut with Lee Greenwood,
yeah.
Chris Young, Buddy Jewell, Anne Marie, all kinds of stuff.
Wow,
and,
yeah.
So he really helped me out a lot. And then, I worked with other pro writers here, Dan DeMay, Steve Dean.
Yeah.
These guys really helped me out get started along the way too. So
that's one thing too that you do really well is like managing your business with it. So many of us, and I'm guilty of it too, is where I just love the creative process, and I want everybody else to take care of the business. I just want to make shit up,
Well,
but you can't. You have to take the reins like you do. I was going to ask you this question too,
Okay.
so how many cuts have you had this year alone?
This year, I'm going to hit 28, I think. Indie cuts. These are
but still
indie
28 cuts. That's, I almost said the wrong word there. 28 cuts.
Yeah, it's growing, and I think it's compounding, and that's why it's been a phenomenal year. But
and charting cuts too that have charted up there. Yeah,
the people put
radio
when artists go to spend money on a producer to record one of your songs. I mean, there's nothing feels better than. They're putting their heart and soul in it and their finances into this.
Yeah.
They make a music video. They hire a radio tracker. And there's so much belief in your song. And that's kind of, we have to gauge what success is. And, we don't have the big Keith Urban cuts, but, when Justine cut her song, Pour It To Me Straight, her first soiree into the radio world.
Yeah.
And with
she broke into the top 100 too.
Yeah. And it's, you got to be proud of those moments because that really is... Considering where we came from and where we're at now, that's success,
And honestly, another artist, and she's got such a great voice and this big voice. It's like an artist that liked what me and Doug wrote, and
that song's done
cool.
really well for us. It's been cut a couple times, and we got more people interested in it. We might have a bluegrass version of it coming out at some point.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, we've done some good stuff, but we'll carry it on.
So how many cuts in total do you have? I know you have some on your website because I've put them on there for you.
By the way, Troy does awesome website hosting stuff, and we'll build you a good page, and he looks after my stuff. But we need to update it. I think it'll be around 90. 90, and we got a bunch of stuff in the queue for 2020.
That'll be coming out.
Be coming in.
Yep. So you're going to be hitting the 100 mark soon.
I think so. By April or May next year, we'll be over 100, and I don't know what you celebrate at 100. I don't know, but
that's a pretty big milestone considering like when you first get into it, it's like you just hope somebody will like enough to get a cut, and
my first cut was 2012. This guy Rick Stabley cut one of my songs, and he's cut another one. And so it took like all this time. He's gonna cut another. Release another song is coming out. Yeah.
So you probably got a lot of artist eyes, indie or not, that are just kind of, hey, what do you got? Like I always hear Doug's name coming up. I always I seen him at the local award or the award show, the CCMAs, and then the BCMAs. You're nominated for Songwriter of the Year.
Last year I was. Up for a Song of the Year. This year I was nominated for this Horizon Award.
Okay,
so that's kind of like for it's usually for an artist, but it's also for someone making an impact on the industry. So for me, it's being recognized for all the songs. That
the whole picture.
Yeah, it could be a new record label, could be a new artist, could be a new songwriter kind of thing. So I was up for the Horizon Award.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm
happy to be nominated. So that was pretty cool.
Yep. I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at. Like it's all. It all fuels you too,
Yeah, it's a journey. We love it. Wouldn't do anything else. It's great.
You're killing it, man. We just were talking about his website, but that's DougFolkins.com, right?
Yeah, that's where you can. That's a landing place. And all the other socials you can.
You can get there. From
there to there. Yep. Yeah, and I was going to just mention about up and coming talent. So one of the things that I do a lot is try to go-to showcases at these events of people that no one's heard of.
Yeah.
And see what's going on, and because these people are, you know, they're starting out, and they have talent, but they don't have songs. So you know, try to meet these people.
Oh yeah, and you recognize she's a great singer. He's a great
exactly,
singer.
Or they
player,
got something special. Say hi, let them know how good they were. Give them your card and ask them if you can send them songs or if they want to write.
Yeah,
and
that's
like,
worked.
Like that's helped a lot in getting the numbers of songs up as well, because you know, and you're getting on their team because you don't know where they're going to go.
Yeah,
but you know, the future stars have to come from someplace.
Yep. Well, man, Doug, thanks for being here today and coming down here.
Man.
We're gonna probably write a song, man. You too, brother.
Yeah, we're gonna write one for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna write a song here after this. But thanks for watching, you guys. I've got like maybe 4 or 5 of these left. Hopefully, I'll squeeze in a Christmas song here at some point. But anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.